Rangers, Astro Rebels. Last we left off, our team had just defeated Riot Rouser, a loud, obnoxious character trying to recruit people into the Sinister Spectre's army by morphing them into batlings. As the team left, they managed to secure the slushy machine, which they believe is the source of the ailment, as the rescue squad showed up just in time to see our Rangers disembark. We now pick up back at the Aqua Base. What are you guys doing?
I would probably be questioning Ryan. I'd
Okay.
I'd probably say did you see that? Like, what? Turning people into batlings? Like, I've never seen that before. Like, did you ever experience this?
Something like that. There's talks about civilians being captured, but I've never seen them being morphed into creatures like that. It seems against type almost. We'll have to do some analysis on this machine, see what we can come back with.
Just an update for my brain real quickly. He got away, right?
Yeah, he got away.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
He
Sorry.
did a young.
Updating my brain.
He poofed out of there. He said, "See ya, nerds."
Updating.
All right.
After I stepped on him.
Exe. True. Dusty will come in and be like, "Yeah, there was some interesting stuff. We brought the machine with the nanites and the stuff in it back, right? Got that back here. So we need to study that. And then be prepared for when he comes back again. So we need to make sure before we go into battle with him that all of us can communicate with each other and not hear him, because it seems like his voice was empowering him. So luckily we figured that out last time. So as soon as he shows back up, we'll just flip the switch when we go into battle."
Dusty, contact your foster mom. Maybe she can help develop some dampening capabilities for the helmets.
Yeah, I can do that as long as she's okay with coming to help.
Jesse, how are you feeling?
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I noticed Riot Rouser sort of got in your head a little bit.
Dusty called you fat.
Yeah. Yeah, the monster played a very childish trick on me mentally, and I believed this said thing, and all I gotta say is everything is my fault, and I am sorry, Dusty.
Well, I mean, like I said, his voice was his power. So once we turned that off, that worked against him. So, I mean, there's no need for apologies. what happened. Logically, there's no way we could have stopped it or knew about it. So it happened.
Also, if you don't mind, I want to examine a little bit of the sample we retrieved to see how does it react to the human body and how does it react like the benefits and the cause of the issue and all that.
Oh, by all means, I was definitely going to bring you in because, like, I mean, we've already well established that you are, well versed in the human body. So I would assume that you'd have some good insight.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess Dusty will just leave because it's better to talk in person to Pasta Mother than try to call.
Yeah. So you teleport out to.
Yeah.
Or are you okay? So Dusty's
Yeah,
out.
I'll teleport, close by because I don't want to show up,
Right.
someplace weird.
Yeah. What's Tychus up to?
He'll be training.
I imagine George is in there as well.
Yeah.
So we
He's
cut to the
the bap.
yeah. So we cut to the training room. As Tychus and George are kind of light sparring. You just kind of like getting into, matching each other pretty well, blow for blow. George, I can only imagine that you're talking some smack.
Oh yes, of course. I don't stop talking. Well, yeah.
You don't stop talking unless there's like food in your mouth.
I'm gonna start. I just start going randomly off on a tangent about how the patriarchy has a conspiracy to create all of the worst ships in all media currently.
What? That's what you talk about during combat?
It's just to throw him off. I don't care.
Actually, why am I questioning it? I feel like you would be the type of person that just talks about something completely random during intense battle.
Yeah, so you're just talking about, they put together the worst ships. Like, why did Oliver Queen get together with, what can I think of?
Felicity.
Felicity Smoke. Laurel Lance was right there.
You've got the same jawline as that one dude. Oh wait, you know what? Nah, he was like a little bit better at like the stunt stuff. Coming at me.
And it all just goes, back and forth. Tychus, this is all going way over your head because pop culture. You've been on Earth for a total of like 3 days.
Yes, so pretty much he's like the only thing that learning from George is that for some reason in some movies think it's a good idea to make a strong female role is by just giving them toxic male attributes. Which he thinks is weird.
Is that a slight against me?
No, more of a swipe to like
Alright.
like examples of like Rey from Star Wars.
Oh yeah.
And also Captain Marvel.
Like... God, Captain Marvel. Anyway.
Yeah, so this is like, for lack of a better term, this is your bonding moment with Tychus, is over you just spewing pop culture references and him just nodding along because he has no frame of reference.
Well, you see, this all leads up to a singular moment where she locks her eyes on his and goes, "So, what do you think?" And hopefully, in that moment of question, He has no idea what to say. I could swipe your feet out from under you.
Looks like I'll be going a might check with a snag.
Let's just set the DC, because this is basically what this is going to do. Is this is going to nullify your essence score bonus. This is going to be a flat 10 for George to be able to do this maneuver.
Okay.
I would say make this a finesse attack.
Genius. Okay. How do I do that finesse roll if I don't have a finesse attack already?
Oh, you just click finesse.
So I might sound real stupid here. Where does it say finesse?
In speed, like on.
Yep.
Oh, you're right. Okay.
Yeah, right onto driving.
You know what? I'm gonna use adolescent attitude.
Go for
Give
it.
yourself the D2. This is definitely.
So I would just shift that to plus
Yeah,
one
you just shift it. Yeah, just shift it up to a +1.
to the fumble thing, right?
Yep. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Ah, it's always now. Okay.
Tychus is like, well, I whoop. As Tychus, you hit the mat harder than you expected.
Feet in
As
the
you
air.
now, yeah, like feet in the air. Like, I want to say you were. I can't think of the name of those like wooden swords. You had one of those in your hand, and it just goes flying.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then I'll have a little smirk, and I will help you up, unless you were knocked down. I'm not sure what happened.
I mean, I'd gladly accept the hand to get up, and I'll do a simple towards saying good session and smart tactics. All
That's the
most
most you said this whole time.
Yeah, sorry about that. I'm
fine.
still trying to climatize to where I am.
Well, I hear this thing called talking about it helps sometimes.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I am, but cool. Good job. Good game.
We cut to Jesse in the lab. You have like the microscope out with the sample looking underneath it. Give me a medicine check.
Yeah. Alrighty. Let me just check something.
I have an edge on this, I would think.
Yeah. And edge is like a +1 and all that, right? Hello?
Uh-oh. Did we lose him?
Up. Let's.
Am I lost?
No. You're good.
No one was saying anything, so I thought I was the one that died.
No, you're good.
Okay, don't worry. GM's typing something from the looks of it.
Oh no.
We're all good. He's frozen in time and space. No. Quick, take over the stream.
Quick, the
Take over.
GM's not here.
We
Power
win.
game. Power game.
We win.
Yo, you saw that boss? That boss was sick.
Which boss?
That
The
one.
one we just
The other
fought,
one.
you know.
Yeah.
Oh,
The one that we
Yeah,
killed.
yeah.
the stream boss.
Yeah, I think that was.
Oh,
Sick.
Oh, you're back.
Yeah, I think we're all good. Like, okay, so on a 14.
Welcome back. How is the void?
Dark. It was very dark.
Ah.
Yeah, so out of 14, you've identified the nanites. It's not your area of expertise. Like, you've definitely seen nanite technology used for like medical purposes. You're not as clear about what these nanites are doing. They're about they're
What-
viral size. So whatever they're doing something within the cells of the host.
would there by the time where this game takes place, would there be like any medical books that's about like nanites or nanomachines, like in the human body and all that stuff? Like any like research
Yeah,
papers or something like
there's
that?
definitely stuff on it. It's definitely a cutting edge research. It's not necessarily like widely
Yeah.
used, but you've definitely, especially in battlefield triage, you've definitely seen like nanites used for very like rudimentary like patchwork, just to basically hold together enough of the body so that it's not going to fall apart on the way to the hospital.
Yeah. Yeah, I am again. Jesse's gonna either take like a refresher or that of he's going to then start studying that of nanites, like I said earlier, nanites in the human body and what they do to the human body and all that stuff. And would
Yeah.
try to think of like a theory from like with this thing we just picked up basically.
hmm Yeah, give me a investigation check with an edge.
All right.
So alertness.
$21.
Yeah, so you're kind of flipping through um you come across a few names about, people leading the charge in this field. They are doing some research at Mariner Bay Memorial.
Mhm.
One of your former head nurses, Dana Mitchell, is actually part of the surgical team, sort of doing some of the current nanomachine surgeries. So getting to her might not be a bad idea, just to kind of get an idea of where they came across these nanites, and two, what would they need to do in order to have it do what it did at the mall.
Yeah. With that, again, Jesse will probably then would just like start making a call to her then.
Okay. While you're making that call, we'll go to Dusty, who's just arrived at his foster mother's place of employment. You know, typical like office park with a on the door just reads fair weather technologies.
He'll just walk in. I'm assuming he knows where to go.
Yeah, sort of walks back. Dusty, surprised to see you here.
Hello, Miss Fairweather. I've got a question for you if we can get some privacy.
Of course, step into my office. She
Excellent.
shuts the door, presses a button under the desk as something you're very familiar with. The floor sort of shifts down about 6 feet as a ceiling comes over the top of you, and you're in more of a futuristic sci-fi laboratory.
Did she just cone of silence us?
She kind of coned to silence you, but like this is where she does her actual research. Whereas like, yeah.
So we just fought a monster that messed with our heads. So mid-fight, I figured out a way to just turn off the audio in our helmets to just talk to each other through communication through the communications through that and not hear the outside world. But I didn't figure that would be the best idea.
Yeah, limiting that sort of sound definitely can also mess with the senses a bit. Do you have your morpher with you?
Always. And he just flips it out.
Okay. Do you leave it in like the folded up mode, or do you go full dagger mode?
Fold it up.
Folded up. Okay. She sort of takes it.
That'd just be weird. It's like pulling a knife on somebody.
Yeah, right. That's why I asked.
Awkward.
Like, I'm just trying to clarify, man.
Here.
I just imagine.
Yeah. Stick it in the wall, like right next to your foster mom's head, like. She takes a like wedge and sort of separates the handle and pulls it apart as you start to see some of the internal circuitry. How long? When did you last morph? Would you say this afternoon?
Yeah, it was earlier. I'm assuming we haven't slept yet.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was earlier today when the monster was at the mall.
Doesn't seem right. She sort of like futzes with it a little bit.
What's the problem here? Walk me through.
So
Walk me through.
normally there's sign of expenditure when you open up a morpher. Some sort of I've put 2 indicators on the inside of each of your morphers to signal that you expended the energy, and it says that both charges are depleted, even though only one
Weird.
was spent.
I was gonna say I didn't get knocked out this time. Hey, he's nothing if not honest.
Yeah. Yes, you got to do a better job, dear, of making sure that nobody sees you. I was able to scrub most of the internet for footage after your fight with Corrosio, but
Yeah,
be more careful next time.
that was kind of a non-thinking accident. Usually, I think, but that time did not. Hence the new uniforms with the face shield.
Of course. Um, so something is zapping or sapping additional energy every time you and your team morph.
Uh, it, I still think it has something to do not only with, what we've figured out from the lava and that stuff, but I still think it has something to do with the team the city has picked. I don't think that the city or the morphing grid was able to handle, this type of thing. I think they're doing something different. They're just too, it seems like they're like evolving too much, if that's a thing.
Very possible. But I managed to put a sonic dampener in your morpher. She sort of pulls out this small little like quarter-sized microchip and slot it into your morpher and shows you how to connect it so you can do it for the rest of them.
That
Um,
was going to be my next question.
yeah. This will give you a resistance to any sonic attacks that Riot Rouser could make against you. It might not. It might only work the one time, but it at least gives you an opportunity against him.
True, and then we can modify it and work off of it for other bosses or other monsters as well. You have been getting everything that I've been finding so that all of Project Squadron knows about all
Of
this,
course,
right? Okay.
I'm passing it
Because
along.
just the fact of, different realities is something that everybody needs to know.
Interestingly enough, that frequency that you identified in the magma
Hmm.
came up again when I did a scan of the city
Where?
from the aqua base. It wasn't the sample; it was something else in there had that same resonance.
In the Aqua base?
Yeah.
Do I have a way to track that? Because I can check the base while I'm there.
She pulls out a tuning fork. This is tuned to the same frequency. Somebody who is from someone or something from that reality will not resonate when hit with the tuning fork.
Okay. I know we brought back the nanites. I'm guessing you found this before our fight.
Yes, this is before you brought back
Okay.
the
So
nanites.
we're starting studying that. I think think I've got Jesse helping me out with that since uh, he knows more about the human body, and I've got the technology part. So I think he's going to be started on that. Um, so I'm going to take the technology part, but I'll go around and I guess try to hit things with this. Seems odd, but
It's
I mean it
it's
works.
it's rudimentary, but most things in that aqua base are sort of outdated anyway. And to try and maybe we picked something up and we didn't realize what it was.
True.
We cut to Yami. What is he up to?
Good question. I've been going back and forth in my head. Um, what did Ryan say he was doing?
Ryan is in his dad's old office, and he has a TV set up, and they're playing the newsreel, and it just says, "These nuts was arrested today after suspected vigilante activity. She's being detained in the police station after one of the rangers misidentified themselves as the young woman. The 18-year-old honor student is completely devastated and is seeking legal action uh, for the slander and uh, false arrest. Um, Meanwhile, the rescue squad rangers, after defeating a giant monster attacking the Mariner Bay Bridge, uh, arrived too late as the rebel rangers laid a devastating attack at the mall, leaving many civilians injured. Uh, the rescue squad rangers were barely able to make it in time to attend to the civilians on the scene. Um, it is our hope that they make a quick and speedy recovery. Ryan turns off the television. They really got to get their facts straight.
Bruh. Uh, I I hated all of that. Um, no, so I I I would walk into his office to chat him up.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Ryan, you got a moment?
Yeah, what's going on, Yami?
Um, I I wanted to, hear from someone more experienced, someone that's been through it. Um,
Mm-hmm.
how do you ever get over the feeling of you know, I wouldn't even call it adrenaline. Um, like slight fear that your current battle is your current issue is gonna be what ends you up in the hospital.
eventually, um, it took me a long time to get over that feeling. Took almost getting myself killed trying to help people before I came to that realization that even if you're putting your heart and soul into everything, um, it might not be what's best for you in that moment.
Like, yeah, I don't know. I just have this like weird, maybe it's doubt, whether it's self-doubt or just fear. I just have this like I've always wanted to be a ranger. It's like the only memory I really have of what links me to my childhood, but it just I don't know, I have this pit in my stomach every time I pull out my morpher and I'm in the heat of battle.
Yami, you wouldn't be here if I didn't think that you were qualified to be a ranger. You know that, right?
Yeah, so uh I definitely would like to believe that.
Come with me for a second. Ryan sort of walks you down the hall. He pulls out a key card, which you didn't realize that any of these doors like locked.
Mhm.
He presses it to like a scan, and the door opens. You're brought out and you're overlooking a massive hangar bay. Looking down, you see 5 vehicles spread across what looks like railroad tracks.
Well, this is that looks in what is all this? This looks intense.
These are the Astro rescue Zords.
Wait, for us?
These are yours.
Uh, I didn't even know that this you had these made already?
These have been in development since before you were selected.
Oh, wow, I I didn't even think about Zords. I forgot that they even existed for a moment. Wow. Oh wow. I have you told others about this?
You're the first one to see these. You look down and you see the orange helicopter that is your rescue Zord.
I I I don't think I've ever flown before.
Quite the thrill. Wait till you go to space.
Wow, first swimming, now flying. I'm really experiencing it all and wow, okay. Um right I feel like we've talked about this before, you've mentioned it, but do you still have your morpher?
No, I don't. It's property of Lightspeed Rescue. And when the city recommissioned the team, my morpher got locked up in City Hall.
Hmm. That's a shame. I feel like it would be nice if we had someone experienced to lead us out in the forefront rather than just in our heads through comms.
Experience doesn't make a leader. It's the ability to make a decision in the moment and know, right or wrong, that you're committed to that idea and will own the results on the other side, good or bad.
That that sounds very heavy. I feel like anybody that would need to make those decisions have a large weight on their conscience at times.
I could never do it. I was not a leader for that reason. Carter, who's the mentor of the rescue squad rangers, was much better at it than I was.
Mm. I'm I'm surprised um that he's okay with everything that's happening.
It's out of his control. The news is going to report what they're going to report. You gotta block out the noise. You have to know that in your heart, you're doing the right thing.
Yeah. It's a little hard when you have the people you're trying to protect, not necessarily impress, but you want to be in their good graces, but it just seems like we're d- d- it seems like even though we've only have been out there twice now, it just seems like we've been doing more harm in the eyes of the people that matter.
They'll come around.
I do hope so.
Listen, Yami, the guy that I picked for this role, you're I picked you were chosen because you showed one exceptional marksman skills, and two, you had a tremendous faith in people that no matter where their background, um, give them the benefit of the doubt. You're willing to find the best in people. I think that's your greatest asset.
Well, it hasn't let me down so far, and I just hope that I don't. It doesn't lead me to some horrible incident. I knew it was a lot for the team and for you for me to kind of just take in Tychus and kind of just basically give him the benefit of the doubt. But it seems like we don't have to worry about him. He's he's definitely one of the good guys. But
That's why I gave you his morpher. I knew you'd be able to make that call. And him saying that, we cut to Jesse, who's arrived at Mariner Bay Memorial to speak with Dana.
Alrighty. Is she right there at IV, or do I need to go? Or I need to go to her office if she got one?
She's right in view. I'm guessing you like called her ahead of time to let her know you
Yeah.
were stopping by. She sort of like waves you over. Jesse, what's going on? You said that you were looking into stuff about nanites?
Yeah. Yeah. It's nothing all that big, in all honesty. It's just that I'm just digging into that of like how micro machinery can help with the human body. Just digging more into that. I know this is like more of a recent event that just happened, but I still want to know more from the people that I know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad to help. Were you looking to get into an NP degree? Because I know we could always use more um, practitioners on the floor.
I'm gonna have to put that on a wait list at the moment. I'm kind of doing something else. Oh,
Understandable.
yeah. If you don't mind, as Jesse's gonna pull out like a small notepad and a pen.
Hmm.
So I just got a few questions about nanites in general. Um, for one question, when a nanite is distributed in a human body or in any humanoid body, is
Hmm.
there a way to control them, or are they only on a set program?
Well, there are short range control modules that are sometimes used, especially when we're doing like any sort of vascular surgery, anything in the arteries or veins. It's very difficult to get a clear picture on where exactly an injury is. So we have like short, generally like 30 feet uh, controllers that allow us to maneuver them within a tight area.
Okay.
Um, we do have some that can operate on a base program. So it can be either or, both are options. Some might have a delayed program when outside of um, a control module's range.
Alrighty. Alrighty. And another question. Would there be a way, and this is just a theory, of course, would there be a way to reverse what said nanites do to a human body, for instance, or is it one of those, if it goes in, then it's done. Like
Well,
you can't revert it.
really depends on the program, right? So generally there is a once the nanites are in the body, um there's really no way to remove them from the body. There are definitely programs that can reverse effects, but once the nanites are in there, um they're gonna run their course unless given another directive.
Okay. Hmm.
We have
Alrighty.
we
Oh,
have done we have on occasion done electroshock resets on them, which wipe any sort of program memory, but it's often dangerous to the host.
uh,
Um,
Yes, I can totally understand that. Hmm. With the controllers, with
Mhm.
alrighty then. If one more question, or I should say two more questions, really. Do you have any like written reports of your experience with nanomachines, and or have a controller, have like one of those like spare controllers by any chance?
Um, I can't give you a controller, but I could see if I have any case notes from um one of the surgeries that we've run with them. And she sort of go back to my office.
Alright.
As you sort of walk into her office, she's got a floor to ceiling, wall to wall bookshelf behind her desk, um, with a couple photos. Um, you actually see a photo of her with Ryan and an older gentleman, uh, and what looks to be some sort of military uniform,
Alrighty.
as well as a picture with her and four other individuals. One you recognize as Carter Grayson, all wearing these matching red and black jackets. As she sort of grabs one of the case files, um, and sort of presents it to you. She's redacted names so that any sort of
Yeah, of course.
privacy rules aren't being violated, but enough information to where you can kind of like work from there.
Alrighty. Thank you. Thank you so much.
No problem.
That that Ryan fellow. I heard he was part of the military.
Oh, huh. He was actually a Power Ranger, so was I.
Hmm.
He's my brother, so
All right. Alrighty, that's nice to know. Let's see. Is there anything else that I need? This visit. I think this visit helped me a lot with the experience with nanites. Thank you so much.
problem. If you need anything else, let me know. Oh, how do you know Ryan?
Oh, we met at a bar. Don't worry.
Make a deception check.
All right.
If you need to spend a story point,
I
I'll give you
will if
poodle.
Go
I,
for it.
I probably will if I roll really bad. Oh, this is gonna be a snag.
You gotta spend the story point to re-roll that.
Yes, yes. It's probably gonna be just as bad, but damn. Oh, okay.
All right. With how quickly you said it, you're almost like, "There's no way she's gonna buy this." You already in your head are like, "This is gonna be so bad." Um, and she's like, "Oh, okay. Um, well, if you see him out again, somebody should stop by family dinner sometime."
Will do. Thank you very much.
Uh, George,
Yes.
you get a call on your phone. It's from your mom.
Yes. Hello.
George, are you all right? You haven't been home all day, and normally you stop in at least once to grab one of your picket signs or write one of your weird letters, but just want to make sure everything's okay.
Oh yeah, everything's fine. I made friends, Mom.
You hear the audible silence on the other side of the phone.
It really be like that.
Am I standing beside George while this is happening?
I imagine you're both still in the training room. That's great, honey. You're more than welcome to bring them over here for a play date if you feel like it.
I think we missed out on playdates, Mom. I like it a little while.
Oh, okay. Great.
Are you okay?
Yeah, just wanted to check in. Everything's fine. There was
Okay.
that weird. There's been monster attacks lately. I just want to make sure you weren't, stuck in any of those.
No, just inciting them. Kidding.
Huh. All right.
Jesus.
Well,
Well, okay.
check
I will
in.
stop by later. Yeah.
All right. Love you, George.
Love you too, Mom.
Hangs up.
She was like, Well, that was great.
Yeah. Tychus is still right behind you.
What you looking at?
Nothing, just doing my sword drills. Eh.
There was definitely like an audible silence when you were on the phone. Like Tychus was not doing the drills at that moment.
Coughs an audible word and walks off.
Yeah. So George, you've left. Have you left the?
Off the training room. Yeah.
Okay. Just walking the halls.
I'm looking for Ryan.
Yeah. You don't find Ryan, but Yami seems to be coming back the other way as you're sort of leaving.
What's up?
Hey. How was training with Tychus?
Oh yeah, it's fine. I kicked his ass.
Ah,
You.
I see. Makes sense. I still owe you one from tryouts.
Hell yeah, you do. You owe me 2 now that you missed also pizza day.
Touche.
What? That's not how that. That's not how that's. That's not how you use that word.
Shh. Yami doesn't know human culture.
I'm.
What where you get? Yeah, where are you heading now?
I was looking for Ryan, I guess. Not much of a direction.
He was just over there, I think.
Cool.
You trying to ask him a question or like what's going on?
Honestly, I was just leaving the training room and thought I would bother somebody else, but now I've got you.
Ah. Well, if you didn't just finish training, I would ask you for that makeup spar, but you're
I'll just start
probably
walking back toward the training room. Let's go.
uh, I, huh. Alrighty. As I with my cybernetic arm, I rip off my tank top.
Real
You're just like,
blocky
I've seen this in
hours.
movies. This is what you're supposed to do, right?
Just hear audible cyber fabric tearing and look at me. What?
Like this is the perfect time to do this. I've seen this in the human movies that I resonate with.
Yes, fellow humans. How's it going, my fellow dudes?
And I rip off my tank top and I walk in there.
Okay. Tychus, I imagine, are you still in the training room or are you looking to head somewhere else?
I'll head out and just pat it around.
Okay. Ryan sort of catches up with you like as you're leaving. Tychus, how you doing? Like, I mean, you've only been on Earth a couple days, and I would say you've kind of had a lot going on.
Yeah, yeah. But I have been improving a bit day by day.
Yeah, I mean, I would encourage you to explore around, take your chances around the city. Maybe just get a feel for what you're protecting.
I understand.
But so far, you've been a higher quality candidate that I expected the Red Ranger powers to go to. He ended up choosing the Rescue Squad Rangers, so it was fortunate that you came along when you did.
The only members of that team I haven't met are the yellow and green. Any no, red and green.
Yeah.
Any insight you could tell me about those two?
Well, the Green Ranger of theirs is a bit of we use the human term meathead. He's not exactly the most intellectually gifted individual, and generally follows the lead of their Red Ranger, Christian Diaz, who was my original pick for your powers.
So green is more like a yes man to this Diaz. Anything you could tell me about Diaz?
Well, he's best thing I could just say is he was a born leader, really a charismatic individual who, prior to being selected for the Ranger team, had a. Tegus, do you have sports back where you come from?
Yeah, we have sports with the form of recreations.
Here, sports could be a profession, and Christian was on the path to being a professional athlete when he had a devastating injury to his knee and sort of sunk into a deep depression after that.
Always the damn knees, man.
Mm-hmm. He has exemplary resolve, but even after the rehabilitation and training, he was never able to perform to that highest level of competition, and ended up going into ranger training from there.
Sounds like he is still carrying some a trauma from the event that happened to him.
He was the next most famous individual after the Power Rangers to come out of Mariner Bay. There was a lot on his shoulders that fell away after his injury. I don't know if being in the public spotlight like that is going to be good for him in the long term.
Only time will show his resolve.
Anyway, like I said, go out, enjoy the city a bit. We'll catch up later.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Please, call me Ryan.
Okay, Ryan. As I start walking in back, maybe hoping to see Dusty in the tech room.
Yeah, I think at this point you see Dusty in the tech space.
If Dusty come back, he's immediately gathering everybody. So he would announce and just be like, if everybody could meet me in the tech room, please. I have to do a couple things real quick for everybody.
I imagine I'm literally at the door.
Yeah, you're like, I think it's like he's making this announcement just as you're getting to the tech room, and it's almost like he runs into you almost. Like, doesn't even see that you're there, and then it's like, oh, okay.
Oh, sorry, Takis.
Not a problem,
Explosions from the
Dusty.
training room.
I think you guys have. I think in that each of you give me a might roll.
I was going to say, you guys can finish your fight. That's fine.
I was just saying explosions ensue from the training room.
Explosions?
Explosions?
What are you doing to me?
What are we
More
doing
like,
to
what
each
are
other?
you doing to George? Like, are you just
Me? I'm the most civilized. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. George got
All
me
right.
set up.
Okay. I don't want to. I don't even want to laugh because I could roll low. We'll find out. My.
Oh, shit. Yami, I think you were pulling. You're like, I have this cybernetic arm. I'm gonna pull my punches a little bit. I don't want to hurt her. Meanwhile, you throw your punch, and George just grabs your arm and will like judo
Wait.
throws you onto your back.
Oof.
And that's when you hear Dusty say, like, "Could everybody meet me in the tech room?"
I'm just like, oh.
I just
Definitely had the wind knocked out of you.
I just imagine there's just a loud thud during during Gussie's announcement.
Yeah.
Oh,
God.
dear. You all right? Oof.
Yes.
I'll help him up if he wants it. I guess.
I look at your hand and I look at you and I second guess it for a moment and I sigh and I take your hand.
I'll get you. I won't Lucy you. Let's go.
You're lucky Dusty called, and I mumble to myself.
Whatever lets you sleep at night.
Oh, brother.
Let's
So
go.
once everybody gets in, Dusty will be like, and this includes Ryan as well, and he has a tuning fork in his hand. I need to hit you with this. Everyone.
Why?
I know. It doesn't make sense. Remember how I told all of you that the magma is on a different frequency than everything else?
Mhm.
Vaguely.
Okay, this tuning fork is on that same frequency. So, if I hit you with it and you don't resonate with it, then you are from here or you're not from here. One of the two. So, in essence, I visited my foster mother and she said she scanned the base and there was something else here that wasn't of this reality, like the magma before our fight.
Yeah, I told you. Some of those kids must be from like another fucking parallel dimension.
So I don't really understand your science, Jumbo.
I know,
But
I'm
what I
sorry.
do understand is if you poke me with that rod, my fist is gonna resonate with your face.
And that's fine. I will gladly do it to myself first so that I can show you there's no real harm being done.
I what it what does this rod look like real quick?
So it's a tuning fork. So like
Mm-hmm.
it's a like Y-shaped piece of metal.
Yep.
Probably about like I would say 6 inches in length.
It's a 2-prong fork,
Yeah,
essentially.
yeah. But does it look any like a special tuning fork, or is it just a tuning fork?
It looks just like a tuning fork.
Okay.
Like no sort of like weird sciencey mumbo jumbo to it.
All I know is if that shit starts vibrating,
Yeah, here, watch, and Dusty will hit himself.
Sort of vibrates.
that's
Most
it.
of you most of you hear like the general tone of a tuning fork. Except for you, Yami. You don't hear anything. It's just vibrating.
I immediately like clench my arm.
So, does anybody like
How does it
object? It doesn't hurt. It does no damage. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on.
I'll step forward and reach over my hand to you to test it.
Excellent. Thank you, Tychus. Bonk.
Ding.
See? Nothing there. Anybody else? I'm not going to force you to do it if you don't want to.
Just
I'm
get
just
it
trying
over
to.
with. Just go ahead. Just go ahead and do it to me. Whatever.
Okay. All right. George.
Ding.
Okay.
Jesse?
Alrighty. Of course. I also need to talk to you after all this.
Yeah, we'll have some discussions. I think everybody, all of us will have discussions.
Oh, is Ryan here?
Ryan's here.
Your sister said
So-
hi. By the way.
Ooh, what?
Okay. While he's talking, I'm just gonna hit Jesse.
Okay. Ding.
All right, Ryan, Yami, any?
Ryan volunteers. Yeah. Okay. Sure.
Ryan hits Ryan.
Ding.
I guess if we're
Yami?
gonna talk about family, my mom wants to know if you guys want to have a play date.
Heck yeah, let's do it.
Play
Yami,
date?
I'm not gonna force you. Would
What's
you
a
mind?
play date?
Don't worry about that. Let's concentrate on the tuning fork.
Don't worry about it.
I mm, okay.
As you're thinking about it, you all hear an alarm go off.
Gosh dang it.
Saved by the bell.
Ryan runs to the office.
Oh no.
Oh.
It's all good. We're good. We're good.
Yeah.
Oh, we lost
Gordon,
both of them.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
just Gordon needs to buffer a bit,
I
and
didn't-
then we'll be good.
I didn't even get to the morphers yet. I'm the only one with the sonic protection.
You could do it on the way.
I don't know if it's that quick. She had to take the whole thing apart.
Oh no, it's not plug and play. We're in danger.
I mean danger. We're live though, right?
I think so.
Yeah,
Watch
I
party
can
said that they were.
yeah.
Oh.
I can see.
We just have our
Go back.
GM in the Shadow Realm. No worries.
I'm back. I'm back.
He came back.
Ah,
Ryan ran. Had to go to the bathroom real
Yeah,
fast.
Ryan, well, Ryan ran to the office, and you guys hear
Ryan
over
was
the
just like,
intercom.
"Who's up?"
Yeah. Looks like Riot Rouser's back.
Crap, I didn't get to anybody's morphers. I got a little upgrade for everybody. Do we need to go now, or can I quickly do that?
there's no time, Dusty.
I mean, we still gotta. I mean, I feel like we at least have enough time to at least suit up. So let's. How fast do you? How much of the time do you think you need?
I just watched Miss Fairweather do it, so it didn't seem like it took her very long, but I can't guarantee that it will take me just as short a time.
Just give me a tech check.
Is there a way I could assist? Because I do have a rank in tech.
I'd say you can lend assistance. So you, Dusty, you're rolling with an edge.
All right, sounds good. I'm gonna make sure. Let's see. I'm going to. Yeah, I'll also act as I'm specialized because
Okay.
I can. What else
Yep.
can I do?
I think you got a Eureka point.
Yeah, but that'll just give me an edge. You're already giving me an edge.
Oh, sorry.
All good. All right, that'll be it.
I
There we go.
Sheesh.
Yeah, Dusty, not a problem. You whip through all 4 morphers like in a minute. Just okay, solder this here, done.
I just imagine I'm like, Dusty, we don't have time to play with your gadget. And then as I
I'm done.
finish my breath, he's like, he's handing me back my morphine. I'm like, how did you get that from me?
Apparently, Dusty knows his stuff.
Dusty, you also notice that drain that Miss Fairweather had pointed out on your morpher and all 4 of the other morphers with that 24 tech check.
Yeah, we also have an unusual drain on our morphers to the morphing grid, so we need to be careful. And when I say we, I mean me, about getting demorphed in mid-battle.
Mm-hmm.
Roser on that. Anyways,
That
let's.
is what we were... Yep.
Oh, just gonna say. Anyways, let's roll out.
Yeah, let's suit up and roll out.
Go, Astro, go. Yeah.
I was gonna ask because I may be blanking right now, but aside from when we're like in suit, what's our way of like comms? Like when we're just like,
Telephone?
God, that's not what I mean. Like, like I mean like in like quick like just quick comms.
I mean, I imagine like with what Lens, what
We could-
Gordos has said, our morphers are also our comms. So
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
But is it like a cell
we
phone?
could
Is it like a walkie-talkie?
we could
It's
do
more like a
that, but we
walkie-talkie.
could also.
Like there's a like.
I'm sure we could also whip something up, or at least I could, with some help of like an inner earpiece that wouldn't be so obvious.
Gotcha.
Can you
'Cause
make
I-
us some
yeah.
astropods?
God dang it.
Word.
Astropods. Yeah, no, I
I'm
just
down
couldn't.
with it.
I didn't remember if we had that conversation because I couldn't envision calming it up. But okay, cool. Walkie talkies, it is.
Well, I mean, we're not going in there unmorphed. See if he's already there.
No, but I mean, like, if I'm like at my house and like
You mean like
I need
when
to
he
call
misses
something
out
and I
on?
need to like hit someone up.
So
I need to call my
Oh.
mom to get out of
I
here.
thought we asked you. I thought we were trying to find out what your number was to contact you, but we didn't have it. You were gone after you said "see you late never."
Oh, I don't own a phone.
Okay.
okay, so let's do the little go classic Letty. And
Well, you
then
see,
more.
if I knew that in character, I would buy you a phone.
Hell, Dusty could just make you one.
There you go.
Probably.
I could take credit for buying you a phone
Any-
after Dusty makes it.
Dusty makes it and you, he's like, hey, I bought you this.
I feel like I feel like with Dusty's ability, he will make us the dark red contacts from Young Justice.
Oh my gosh.
Anywho, shall we morph and go?
Yes.
Yeah, we probably
Yeah.
should.
All right, then let's go Astro.
Yes, go Astro.
Go Astro.
Slice.
Go Astro.
Slash.
All right,
Slishy slash.
you slash the air as you glide through this ether realm. Your suit coalesces around you as you land in the center of town. That is where we are going to end tonight's session.
What a twist!
Dang it, I had to hit you with a tuning fork and the alarm had to go off. Bro.
What a strange coincidence!
Crazy.
Wow.
Dang.
Oh my!
It's almost like there's a man through the looking glass. Oh my god!
Oh man.
As we like we go Astro and we go through the thing, like I just imagine just going through. It's like, is someone gonna finally explain to me what a play date is?
I don't know.
Nope.
I don't know why they.
We're on a
finish out
play
later.
date with the Rumble Rouser right now.
So comp. Oh gosh, you're gonna make Yami
Oh
think
my
that. Oh no.
Yami is gonna tackle George's mom like as soon as he walks through the
No,
door.
no. I. Oh no.
Oh, also, you guys should have leveled up at the end of last session.
Oh,
But
okay.
so you guys
we-
feel free to level up.
I mean, we
Sweet.
assumed we didn't because we didn't beat the guy. So
I'll take the level up though.
Man, he ran.
yeah,
He ran. He
I'm
ran
taking
like
that
a.
level up.
He ran like a scared little bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was about to get my finishing time.
And thanks to Dusty, you now all have resistance to sonic damage. That means that any sonic attacks made against you are deal half damage, and any attacks that do sonic damage are rolled with a snag.
Gotcha.
Sick.
Well, I know we wouldn't know this right now because Dusty didn't really give us information. But didn't you say that Dr. What's Her Face said like it would only like be like a one-time use or some crap?
Dusty didn't tell you, but it's basically like this is not a permanent upgrade to your devices. It would take
Yeah.
more to actually get this to be a lasting effect. But
For sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
so pretty much assuming that as soon as we're done, the next enemy that does Sonic will have compensated with our temp upgrades, which is
Right.
still amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Currently, Dusty is the MVP.
So, you said level 3, right? We leveled up.
Yep, and I'm putting that point into to my speed, so now I have 3 free actions.
hey, so remember, you just can't upgrade the same essence score back to back, but you can pick wherever you put it.
Yeah, I'm
I
pretty
mean-
sure.
Wait. Oh, wait. Did I miss this? We don't have to follow the book.
Yep.
No, that's a homebrew thing. We pretty much yeah, we could pick a point this level, but we can't stack the same one for the next level.
That's crazy.
You're talking about
Now,
the one where we can pick a perk or a essence point, right? Or what?
No. So you're always getting an essence point from this point forward, but you
Mhm.
can assign where you want to put it instead of
Okay.
following the chart.
Gotcha.
Interesting. Wow.
Yeah. So I think Dusty's toughness is going to go up a little bit.
I'm gonna assume +1 to strength and conditioning.
What? No. Why would I do that? That wouldn't. I wouldn't do anything. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm considering that too, but as